that I'm working on. I've recorded it. I'm trying to edit it, but it's just taking forever, and family and work keeps getting in the way. But it should be coming up a couple of videos this month that are not fallacy videos. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Martymer81, because apparently Martymer81 was taken, which surprised the hell out of me. It's Martymer, I hate that when that happens. 81. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm YouTube Martymer81. So, yeah, that's about it.
Do you take suggestions for? Like if I give you a fallacy, will you maybe make a video about it? I mean, no obligation to, but maybe you already have.
There's a good chance that it's on the list already. So, but go ahead.
Okay. Secundium quidet simplicitur.
Oh, what the hell?
Secundium quidet simplicitur. That's. It means basically it's an informal fallacy where you take a type of heuristic approach to something and you apply it ubiquitously. So, like, you take a generalization. Like like all great, all good people die young or something. All great actors die young or something like that. You apply it across the board. So it's a type of hasty generalization, but it's a very good, it's an interesting one, and it sounds good in Latin, right? Secundium quidet simplicitur.
Okay.
So,
well, yeah,
you want to try.
That's why you chose that
one. Hasty generalization already. So,
well, this is a specific use of it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's specific use of it. We'll see if I come back to generalizations.
Sweet.
Awesome. I've done hasty generalization. I've done biased generalization. So it's, we'll see.
Cool.
Sweet. Did you have upcoming things that you want to plug real quick, Steve?
I do have a couple upcoming things. I will be on the Atheist Community of Austin's Discord as a guest speaker at 2:00 Pacific, 4:00 Central, this November 13th. I'll be taking questions for things, especially with relationship to my argument of the burden proof that all atheists have, including a lack of belief atheists. I've talked to the president of the ACA. He's very interested in it, and other people are very interested in it. I also will be doing, I just got invited to come back to Fully Deconverted by Ariel and his producers. They are talking about this particular argument. They're finding it very interesting. They seem to be tentatively agreeing with it as well, and they like me to come on and discuss it more. We haven't got a date for that yet, but I'll let you know. And I think Kyle and I both will be on Less Riff on the 20th. Will we not? I think we have something planned with the Geek Room.
Sure.
Okay, let's go with that. I have it on my schedule.
Possibly. People
don't know how busy we really are with this stuff.
Go ahead, Martin.
Every day we have like 3 schedules that I use.
That lack of belief is it the thing you posted on Facebook about how you need to justify not accepting a position by basically saying that, well, you need to justify, why don't you believe? You have to be able to answer the question, why do you not believe? Yeah.
Right, exactly. And why you can't assign
a lot of people
value to the proposition.
Exactly. The fact that you can't assign a truth value to it is justification. Yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
When I first read it, I thought it sounded like, okay, you've gone off the deep end, but then I read it further.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I do get that a lot. No, what's funny is
getting at. I think the
I had a person just the other day say the same thing.
The way you phrased it probably is what causes a bit of backlash. I don't know how I would phrase it, but I got a sort of gut reaction to it that was negative, and then I went into it and sure, I need to be, if I am asked the question, why don't I believe? Of course, I need to be able to answer that.
I think you did that by design.
And
I did. No,
there is some truth to that.
I want people to have a visceral reaction to it because that's what
Yeah.
Exum gets them interested in it. But when they get past that, like I had somebody literally this happened on my page the other day. They're like, Steve, you've gone off the deep end. You're a theist again, or something like that. And then they actually just messaged me not long ago and they said, shit, I actually read your argument, in detail, and I can't find fault with it. Right. So
Clickbait.
That initial visceral reaction. It's well, sure, whatever, but it works. I mean, my argument, I want people to try to punch holes in it. That's how you have a strong argument. That's how you shore it up. And I understand they're going to have a visceral reaction, but once somebody actually looks into it, it makes sense. It's derivative of some other argumentations that people have used. Dave S., very prevalent philosopher guy in the community, he didn't have a problem with it right out. He's like, this should be non-contentious. I'm like, well, you would think so, but I think what you're right, the way I'm wording it, there's a little contention there, but I don't know how else to word it without having contention. There's no possible way because people have been so ingrained to think a specific way about burden of proof that when I'm trying to explain it to them from an epistemological point of view, they have that entrenchment effect, right? But we got to let him get to bed, man.
Yeah, and when you started...
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you mentioned in your post I've gotten started now. So you mentioned something about second order burden of proof, and then people are basically going like, okay, ivory tower horseshit. That's the reaction people get, and yeah. So my advice as a teacher would be work on your wording, but yeah, I
have to disagree. I like the wording. The wording actually makes sense from a logical point of view, and this is why I'd asked Dr. Zemer, who's actually in charge of the Cal State Long Beach Mathematics and Logic Department. Is it improper to word it that way? He's like, no, absolutely not. It's like that's what it is. So I want to be specific, but I that wording is going to have a backlash. I get that, but it's still correct.
Yes.
From what I can understand.
Yes,
so.
but if it's correct, but people don't get to see that it's correct because they're chased off by the gut reaction, then it might still, you might want to sucker them in with something that's more
candy
easily accepted. And
agree with me.
And then you hit them with the formal phrasing. Yeah,
makes sense.
Okay, now I'm going to go to bed.
All right, go to bed, man.
Right,
thank you very much, Marty.
Thank you once again for.
I love this, so thank you.
Yep, it's been fantastic. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow for a. Thank you. We'll see you guys tomorrow that are watching back here tomorrow. I see that Scotty's in the live chat. Hello, Scotty. We will see Scotty at 9:30 tomorrow, where he will take on Red's Rhetoric right after Conspiracy Cats and a Flat Earth Hero. Before that, Ad Homies. And until then, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.